Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you my 3D printed figure of Star Saber, based on the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye IDW design. He is pretty much a deluxe class, but is made to scale well with core class, which previously was called Legends or Legion class. I tried to make him very color separated, but unfortunately there are still a couple pieces you'll need to paint, like the thorax and the helmet. That is because I couldn't really make them have a separate piece and still be strong enough to work at this scale. So for the articulation, I tried to make him very articulate, giving him good shoulder articulation, more than is expected for a deluxe class. I gave him double jointed elbows, a turning wrist, and also this articulation that I don't really know what the name would be, but allows him to point his sword. If anyone knows what the name is, put it in the comments please. I also forgot to film this along with the others, but he does have this butterfly joint that allows his arms to come right to the front, like I'm showing here. The head is on a ball joint, so it does allow him to look at every direction, but he also has a hinge at the base of the neck that is for transformation, but it does allow him to look up very well. The legs don't really have anything fancy to them, but they do have full range of movement. They can go backwards and forwards, and all the way up to the side, so he can do a full split if you want. He also has a thigh swivel, which really helps in posing him, and I added a kind of ratcheted system to the knees, which really helps with holding the poses. The feet have ankle tilts, which aren't very strong, but they should serve for most of the poses you put him in. And he also has a joint to move the feet up and down, which is more for transformation, but it is there. He comes with a sword and a shield, with the sword being much more based on the original anime design rather than the comics design, which I found to be too complex for this case. And obviously it does plug into his hand. We also have the shield. The shield does have this kind of different shape to all the other shields Star Saber has had, but that is because I made it a part of the vehicle mode. When I transform it, you'll see. And again, it does fit into the hands. With the joints he has, I think you can put him in some very good poses, but I'm not the best person to show it as I'm not very good with poses, as you can clearly see here. For the transformation, we'll start by removing all the accessories. Then you're gonna turn the feet so it stays flat with the rest of the leg, and then you'll turn the knee and pass this blue panel over it. Going to the back, we're going to open up this panel right in the calf, leaving it flat with the side of the leg. While I was filming, I kind of mixed it up a bit. I turned the leg to the outside when I should have turned it to the inside, because when I finish up the transformation, it's gonna end up on the outside. So if you're following, just do the opposite of what I did here, and then you just repeat the same process on the other leg. Here I realized the mix-up I had made and just turned both the legs to the inside. Then we release the backpack from the cockpit area, so we can turn the waist. It is locked with these two tabs that lock into the cockpit. We turn the waist 180. Then we open up this cockpit area so that the head goes into this cavity, but for that we need to close up the side wings and turn the head 180. For the head to actually fit in here, we need to open up the chest plate and move it right up to the front. It's gonna form the front piece of the vehicle mode. With that done, we can go over to the arms, which will begin by opening up this panel and flipping the hand inside the arm. Then we slide this panel right to the front, almost to the edge of the arm, but not quite, and we use this double hinge in the elbow to put the arm right to the back. This panel on the side of the shoulder, we're gonna slide it until the joint pretty much stays flat against the back of the shoulder. And then we turn the shoulder so that the back of the arm goes around the waist, like this. This part can be a little fiddly, but with time you'll get the hang of it. The panel from the back of the arm has a tab on it that goes into a slot in the waist. That's what holds the arm in place. On the underside there's this tab on the back of the shoulder that goes right into the chest panel and holds the rest of the arm in place. Repeat the same process for the other arm. With both of the arms done, we'll wrap the legs around the body, like this. Then the blue panel is gonna go to the outside, forming part of the wings. The legs have 3 points of connection, one at the base of the foot that goes into the front of the shoulder, and 2 in the calf panel. One that goes into the blue panel that comes out of the arm, and one that goes into this slot in the cockpit area. Depending on your print quality, you might have a lot of trouble, like I'm having here with this piece, because I forgot to take out a little bit of supports, so the tab is a bit bigger than it should be. Then you just squeeze everything to make sure everything is in place for the final part. Going to the wings, we have these supports that are on a ball joint. You're gonna turn the ball joint 180 and bring the wings the furthest you can to the outside. Then we pass the wings right up past these blue panels and tab them in using this slot that is on the wings and this tab that is on the panels. With this whole process, the vehicle mode stays very solid because the wings hold it all in place. With both wings tabbed in, we can just check if everything is still in place for the final step of connecting the shield. To fill up this gap, we're gonna use the shield. The transformation is pretty simple. And yeah, I know it's parts forming, but I think in this case it's acceptable. With the shield transformed, we can just connect it using the peg right into this slot on the underside of the chest panel. With that, the vehicle mode is complete. As you can see, I didn't really make him be the normal Cybertronian jet. I made him a stealth bomber because I thought a realistic mode was more interesting. If you're interested in buying him, I'm gonna leave a link on the description. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more. This is all, and until the next video.